Hello everyone. It has been so long since I've done a YouTube live, and now I'm realizing I didn't really set up the camera best, so I'm gonna have to set that up. But I am getting ready to do one of my once a month meals meal plans. So it's been a while. Hello. We are often on Instagram and TikTok, but we haven't been over here at YouTube in a while, so we thought we should change that. And so doing some live cooking. And I, depending on how long it's been since you've joined us, I am mostly cooking for myself. So I do a lot of single serving meals. So I use the once a month meal system to pick around 3 to 5 recipes, and then I set the servings to between set between 3 and 4 so that I have 6 to 8 servings of each meal. And so by the time I'm done, I have 20 to 30 single serving meals, and some of them I put frozen veggies with. You're gonna see me do that over the course of this week as I cook. And I don't always do everything all at once. I take my time and do it piece by piece. So tonight, I have gone to the grocery store and I wanted to do the prep instructions. So if you're not familiar with Once a Month Meals, we are a meal planning, do-it-yourself software service where you have a membership. You can choose recipes from our 13,000 recipes on file, and you can pick the recipes that you want. You can adjust the servings, and we will provide to you from those recipes that you chose the shopping list, the prep list when you come home, so you can be your own sous chef of cooking. So for instance, on my meal prep, I have to slice and dice onions, all of that. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. You get yourself ready with all of the vegetables being chopped and ready to go. And then we give you the step-by-step instructions for assembling those recipes in the greatest efficiency order. So there is a way to be efficient in the kitchen, and we have developed an algorithm that helps you to organize yourself in the kitchen. So this product is super good for those who either like to be organized in the kitchen or normally are not organized in the kitchen, and so you need somebody to help you do that. That's what we do. And so I am cooking myself meals, and so I thought maybe you'd be interested in joining. Maybe you'd be interested in seeing how I'm doing it or what I'm cooking or asking me questions about it. And so I just thought I would bring you along for the journey and have a chat with those of you who are live. If you're not live and you're watching this after the fact, that's fine too. But yeah, I'm doing some prep. So I don't know how many recipes I picked. I actually think I picked a few too many. I think I chose 5 meals. And I set it to 3 servings where I normally set it to 4. So I should have, that means I'll have 6 servings of each of those 5 meals. So I should have 30 single serving containers when I'm done. What's funny is I chose a lot of baked items. I also added a couple desserts on there. No, I added a dessert and a side item. So there's technically like 7 recipes. So I wanted to kind of, I don't know, I've needed a change up. I don't know about you, but I need a change up in my meals. So the last time I did a cooking day like this, actually, why don't I get started doing my chopping and talking to you at the same time? So let's see if I can angle this camera without losing you so that you can at least see the chopping board. I don't know, what do you wanna see, me or the chopping board? Or both? Sorry guys, I don't usually do this during It's like, why didn't you get that set up beforehand, Tricia? Yeah, that would have been smart, right? The way this tripod is, sorry. I probably should do it up and down, but I feel like I started it this way. I hate to do it up and down now. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about not seeing myself. Hi, now we're at an angle. What kind of walker job thing is this? Yeah, hello. Hello. Okay. Better? Better. Just see my hands. I am totally used to doing this up and down. Okay. So, I chose my recipes and I got to get to prepping. So one of the things is bacon is in the oven. In fact, I should probably check on it. Oh. It's done. Bacon. So one of the things, so my prep instructions, so I went to the grocery store, and I got the groceries that I need for all 7 of these recipes. Now I come home and I have this prep instruction sheet on the things that I'm gonna need to assemble these recipes. So I'm gonna do this all before I start any one of the recipes. And I'm gonna do that mostly tonight until I get too tired to do it anymore. And at that point, I won't start making the recipes until another evening, or I might do a couple tomorrow night. I might do, the system is built for you to do it all in one sitting, or to do it all in one afternoon, or during a nap time, or on the weekend. Whenever it is that you want to meal prep, you can prep these and have them in the freezer. However, not everybody does it that way. Not everybody does it the same way. And so I'm gonna do it over the course of a few days. And so I have cooked the bacon as it says to do, and so I'm gonna let that cool for just a few minutes. In fact, I probably should put it on a paper towel. And then I've also cooked chicken, and so I'll get that out and shred it. And then I'm also going to boil some rotini, and because there's pasta, are we gonna do that tonight? I think I'm gonna wait on that. And then I'm gonna dice my peppers. So it also gives me all the things that I need to dice and how I need to dice them. So I need to do the orange bell peppers need to be sliced. All the orange, red, and yellows are sliced. The broccoli needs to be diced. The carrots need to be chopped. The celery needs to be diced. And then, is there anything else? And I don't know that I'll keep you on all night or the whole time that I'm doing it, because maybe you'll get bored and there's not really too many people here to ask questions, which is fine because it's been a long time since we've been live. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get started and see where we go from there. And if anybody jumps on and has questions, feel free to ask them. I'll talk to the camera. Oh, here's the rest of my list. Yeah, and onions. Gotta chop the onions as well. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna get started. I figured why not go live and do this, because I'm gonna be doing it anyway, and I'm home alone, so just I can just talk to the camera. I can just talk to myself. going to drain the bacon. It's one giant sheet of bacon. Since all of the bacon is being crumpled up, I just decided to decided to pull it together, like I didn't need it in separate pieces. I'm gonna keep it over near me so the cat doesn't get it. All right. Probably should have gotten some containers out. For chopping these. 11:11. It was just 11:11 on the clock. So according to this, the broccoli needs to be diced, and that is going to go into the recipe Instant Pot Crack Chicken. So it's that chicken, broccoli, cream cheese, sour cream, rice. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. What I love about, so last time I cooked, so what am I making this time? This time I'm making the cracked chicken and chicken fajitas. I like to do, so I just do the chicken fajitas where I cook the chicken, onions, and the bell peppers. So I'm gonna actually queue those up tonight so that they can marinate in the sauce overnight. And then I bake the chicken and the onions and the bell peppers. And then I put them in single serving containers. Chicken fajitas I put in like this. So I put like a serving's worth of chicken and cooked bell peppers in there, already cooked. I freeze it already cooked. And then when I am on the night that I'm gonna eat that, I will heat it up. It's frozen in here, I'll heat it up. And then I will heat one of these up, these cilantro lime or these single serving, any single serving lime, this is not sponsored, rice packet, and then put that on and then add cheese and whatever toppings I have available, whatever fresh toppings like lettuce, tomato, that I have on hand at the time. So that's one of kind of my go-to meals. I actually didn't do it on my last cooking day because I needed a break from it, but it's back on the list again. So chicken fajitas, oven country steak. So this is kind of like a, there's a country steak that is like slow cooked in the oven for the round steak to get really tender. It's kind of like a red-based sauce that it cooks up, and so I am going to make that. I'm also going to make cheesy potatoes. So I'm going to make the cheesy potatoes to go with that. So instead of, like, a lot of times I'll make a main entree and then I'll put frozen vegetables with it. Well, that particular one, I'm going to put cheesy potatoes with it. So I'm going to a little extra effort with that one than I normally do. What else? What else am I making? Oh, jalapeno popper chicken chili. Yeah, very popular on the site. And so I am definitely going to make that. What else? It's funny that I have so many oven things. I picked this gluten-free berry cobbler as well because some of these I'm going to add a little dessert to. I don't know about you, but I just like to have something sweet at the end of my meal, and it doesn't have to be over the top, and it doesn't have to be a full-on dessert. So a little piece of like fruit cobbler or will do the trick. And so I am making a fruit cobbler as well. to have on hand. So what else am I doing? Oh, there's a pasta bake. So I love me some noodles. I love me some carbs. So between rice and pasta, oven country steak, jalapeno popper chicken, cracked chicken, pasta bake. Yeah, I think lots of chicken. The only thing that's not chicken is the oven country steak. I debated the cream cheese velvet meatballs, but opted out of those. I decided they were a little bit too much work, especially with me doing some extra recipes. Just didn't want to get my hands that messy. Is anybody else not a fan of making meatballs? Getting your hands all gross? Just pick the turret. One of the things I love about these is it's sort of like making my own lean cuisines or my own single serving meals to eat on any given night. I'm just solo. And I have 2 kids, but obviously they would be happy eating the same thing every night. And I don't like to force the issue too often. And even when, so I do make meals for them sometimes, but most of the time I'm either eating by myself because they're with dad, or I am maybe not as interested in the things that they're interested in. And so why waste my time and effort making a meal that they're really not interested in eating? And so I'll just pick one of these meals, but I like having a variety. So, and also like, I'm not a big fan of like eat a meal and then eat all the leftovers. So this works for me too, because basically I'm taking 1 or 2 days to make a couple meals and then dividing them into single servings and freezing them that way. So then it's just 5 minutes in the microwave, and my 3 to 5 minutes in the microwave, and my meal is ready for me. It's done, and it's really nice. I don't know about you, but I work out. I also dance, so I do most of my fitness has to do with being in sort of an aerial silks or pole, lots of fitness there. And so I take classes during the week, as well as do some strength training. And so when I'm doing that, obviously fueling your body is really important. And it's important to eat well and to get protein and to get, just feed your body so that your muscles can continue to build. And so that's the other thing is when I get home from those workouts, I don't feel like cooking. And so having these meals on hand and having a variety of meals is really beneficial for me, something I love. So, yeah. I am mostly, for this video, going to get to the point where I have chopped these peppers and some onions. And that way I can queue up the fajita marinade and get the fajitas marinating overnight. And that's gonna be my main goal tonight. That's one of the things I love about Once a Month Meals is there's these checklists. And so I know how far I've gotten on the checklist and if I've made my goal. And if I get at least all of the prep for the fajita stuff done and it marinating, then tomorrow while I'm finishing up any leftover prep, I can make those fajitas like I did. So I started the bacon while I was doing this prep, and then while I'm doing the fajitas tomorrow while I'm cooking those in the oven, because like I said, everything I chose, almost everything is in the oven, then I'll be able to use that. I'll be able to finish, sorry, didn't complete that thought. I will be able to finish my prep while the chicken fajita stuff is cooking. And I'm just gonna put these straight in a bag. Because, and this isn't the bag I'm gonna freeze in, this is just the bag they're gonna marinate in. And I'll throw, probably need 2 bags for this. The veggies, the peppers and the onions will be in one bag with half of the marinade soaking, and then the chicken will be, the raw chicken will be in another bag. If you're watching in the comments, I'd love to hear, do you do meal prep? Have you tried freezer meal prep in the past? Has it worked for you? At Once a Month Meals, we have a database of over 13,000 recipes to choose from. And as a member, you have access to all of those recipes and all of the dietary types. There is a way, if you want to give us, if you want to kind of try and see what it's like, you can do there is a try it now menu, so you can get a free downloadable menu. It's not as awesome and robust as using the system, but it is an excellent way to see if this would work for you. And you have different dietary ones, and so if you go to onceamonthmeals.com and go to the bottom of any page, you will find the information for how to get that sent to you. You also can find us obviously here on YouTube, TikTok, Cook with OAMM, and Once a Month Meals on Instagram. Those are our main active accounts. I am going to be doing the rest of this menu, bits and pieces, and doing those live as well. And seeing how this goes. Like I said, it's been a while since we've done this. We used to do it in a more organized fashion, but sometimes you just gotta try something out, do it again. And sometimes we're working right now on just not being perfectionist about it, not being, you know, let's just get on camera. Let's just get on camera and cook together. So. All of the recipes in the Once a Month Meals database also have nutrition information. This is nutrition database fueled by the USDA. So it is dietitian. So if you've ever seen a nutritionist or a dietitian, the standard database that they use in making their recommendations is the same database that we use in calculating the nutrition information for our recipes. So I need an onion sliced. Definitely doing the onions tonight while I still have my contacts in, so I don't cry. I was looking at what I had to dice onions for. Like, do I really want to, do I really need that many diced onions? I do. Uh-oh. I may need to go buy more onions. These apparently have been in there a while. Yup. This is also why you do your prep ahead, because the items that you thought you have on hand, you might not have on hand. Which, if I need to go buy them, I may just if I was gonna go buy, like if these onions didn't work, I love to buy the freezer diced onions. Those work really well. Gonna call the diced onions a loss and pick some up tomorrow at the grocery store. All right, that means that I am ready for, this is why you do things ahead. Inevitably, there's probably something I also forgot at the grocery store. We can't fix that problem for you. All right, so what I'm gonna do is get the fajitas ready. baby. I was like, where's my recipe? Where's my recipe? So this is a cheat that I did for this recipe. So this is the chicken fajitas. It calls for 5 cups of sliced chicken, which I can tell you from the prep sheet, it converted it for us. How many pounds is that? £2. So I've been working on, I just bought chicken tenderloins, and I just cook chicken tenderloins when I'm doing this recipe because it's so much easier than slicing up the chicken, and they cook up just fine. So I've been thawing them, so I need 2 pounds. Checking my list. It's like Santa, making your list, checking it twice. Okay. It only needs 1.5 pounds. So. Other cheats that I am using. I don't know if this one needs it. So this recipe is honey, lime juice. I omit the chili powder. I have a chili powder allergy, so that's the other reason I make meals for myself, is because I have a red chili pepper allergy, and everything you find in the freezer section lists spices. So if it's less than 2%, all they have to do is list spices. They don't actually have to list what the spices are, and that is no bueno for me. So I am going to and honestly, I'm probably just gonna eyeball this stuff. There are exact measurements for the serving sizes that I put this to. So this says 1 tablespoon of honey. Maybe a little bit more. I actually, just do me. And then a lime juice, again, I cheat. I don't squeeze the limes. I know it tastes better, but you know what? You have to decide. Choose your battles. Choose where you want your effort in. And since I'm making 30 meals, that's enough effort for me. I don't need to go gourmet on for myself. Nothing's new. And then there is garlic. I knew it. I knew there was something. Again, I cheat for this too. Ooh, I'm almost out of garlic. When I pick up those diced onions, I'm gonna be picking up some more garlic. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the rest, so I make sure that I do. Make sure I have to go to the grocery store. All right. So this is a marinade for chicken fajitas that I'm making ahead. So I'm going to, as part of my prep, I went ahead and this chicken is actually still thawing. I used frozen chicken tenderloins, and so they're thawing. I could cook them from frozen, but I also just like, as they're thawing, to put the marinade in. And so gonna do that. You probably noticed I didn't put any of the marinade in with the onions and the peppers. I don't like for them to get super soggy, so I am okay with using, yeah, I'm just gonna put it on the tray, and I'm gonna wait to put the marinade on these until right before I put them in the oven. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the marinade on this, shake it up, and then put them on the baking tray with the chicken tomorrow when I do that. So that is, now I have people on. Of course, I was just getting ready to finish up, and here's people. I'm not complaining, don't run away. If you have questions, let me know. How do I get chat? Is there chat? I thought there was a chat button. Oh. Okay. Good, there's not live chat. So I'm finishing up. I'm gonna clean this up, and I have basically done my prep. The only thing I have left to prep, so Once With Meals gives me my prep sheet of all the things I need to prep. So I have cooked my bacon. I need to chop it up still, but that will take me 2 minutes. I have cooked some chicken right here. In the Instant Pot, so I'm just gonna cool that off and shred it. It asked me to cook rotini pasta. I'm gonna do that tomorrow while the chicken fajitas are in the oven. I have done my bell peppers. I've done my broccoli. Oops, I need to do my carrots and my celery. Okay, I'll do those real quick. See, this is why it's good to have a list and be organized, and to have it, Once a Month Meals does the thinking for me. The chicken, and then garlic cloves, I went ahead and used, I just need to buy some more. Instead of buying fresh jalapenos and chopping them, I'm just using canned. I already have done the lime juice. I am gonna buy the onions tomorrow, and that's it. I'm ready to get started with all of my recipes at that point. So feel free to either join me tomorrow-ish. So tomorrow, today is, what is today? The 7th? Is today the 7th? What is today? What is today? I need to go figure out what today is. Hold on. today is April 6th. I'm probably going to do some of this on April 7th and some of it on April 8th. So feel free to like, subscribe, get your notifications turned on so that you can see when we go live. Join us on Instagram or TikTok, and also remember to get your free meal plan of your own so that you can do some cooking with me. Thank you. Oh my gosh.